Nobody's watching. Here, let's see if I can do this and then change it to the chat. Chat overlay. No, I'm not. Should I do chat overlay? What does that look like? Nope, I'm not going to do it because nobody's watching me. But this is Arusha from Push, a Cure fan documentary, tour diary, installation 2, take 1, Mark. Hey, everybody. First of all, can you guys see this totally dumb but amazing shirt people sent me? I'm no expert on COVID-19, but this is the cure. Waka waka waka. I hope you all are in a glorious daze like I am about yesterday. I can't. I don't even know where to start, and I have so much that I want to share with you guys. So the first thing I'm going to say, so this is actually the day 2 of the Cure tour. Last night they played Riga. Today they're probably all in Helsinki for their next show. But I wanted to share this first thing, and I think I got the whole screen sharing thing down. Let's see what happens. Ready? Are you ready? Are you so ready? Dun dun dun. Okay, so this is probably not that big, but this is a tweet that was just shared a few minutes ago from The Cure, aka Robert Smith. And it says, about an hour ago now, this is the end of every song that we sing. The fire burned out to ash, and the stars grow dim with tears, cold and afraid, the ghosts of all that we've been. We toast to the bitter dregs. We have nothing left. Wow. Okay. Well, you know what, you guys? We asked for sad and doom and gloom, and The Cure delivered, right? So that was just posted on Facebook earlier today, and I don't know which song that is to, but I sort of wanted to give, hey Carl, hey Jen, hey everybody. I wanted to give a somewhat of a recap. And if I sound like I'm on drugs, it's probably because I kind of am, from just being so overwhelmed with what was happening yesterday. I don't know about you guys, but I was like a hyperactive child, like running into every corner, not being able to do anything. And then, like the parental side of me is like, go to bed, turn off the things. And I couldn't. I just was like, oh my God. And then the, because there's just so much shit going on. So let's recap. We woke up yesterday, October, whatever it was. And this was the big news. Let's see if you can see it. I know it's a small screen, you guys, but this is like the best I can do. So you can hear me, right? I know you can. Okay. Somebody's laughing. Jen's laughing. Okay, that's good. So Keith Redmond, this was the guy that said Perry is in the touring party. Not sure if he's going to be in the band. Now, it's whatever o'clock and wherever you are. And for me personally, I didn't want to believe this because I love Perry so much. I was like, I can't get my hopes up for this. This is too good to be true. And then Carl writes, well, there's 2 keyboards set up on the stage on the side, and he outlines them. And then I don't know about you guys, but in my mind, I was like, well, you know what? Like the Twilight Sad are back. Like, what if Robert's just asking the Twilight Sad to fill in some things for the new record? Like, what could this be? I just didn't want to get my hopes up. Keith Redmond guy says he met the band. He can't divulge security, yada, yada, yada. Okay, so that was going on the first half of the day. Let's see if I can properly screen share something else. Back in the saddle. I'm back in the saddle again. Do you guys remember, while I'm looking for this other thing, what was that horror story with the girl with the ribbon around her neck and she wears the ribbon, but if you take the ribbon off, her head falls off? Anyway, okay, let's see. So meanwhile, oh, look at this, you guys. So these are, some of the usual suspects. They were in line at 0 o'clock when we were all reading about Keith from home and seeing Perry. So this is Barb. Barb, I'm calling you out. This is Pivy. I don't know this nice man's name. This is Lori Jean. I think I tried to share this with you guys. Hi from Germany. Hi, everybody. Um, so these guys were in line since 0 o'clock in the morning. So, as you all know, there's so much to watch now on social media. They were lining up, and now let me see if I can do this other trickery. That was step one. And then the time grew darker. And this is another share from Barb before they all got in. And before they all got in, I got a photo sent to me, this photo. I forgot this, and I think his name's Mike Lord. He's a tech. So who in the chat wants to say what he's doing there? He's tuning a left-handed guitar. So when there was two keyboards up, yes, there was like, oh my god, it could be Perry, but it could have been anybody. Whoa, here goes my lighting. It could have been anybody, but then he was tuning a left-handed guitar, and I was like, holy shit, it's fucking Perry. I mean, who else could it be? And then the usual suspects run to the front of the line, which I love this shot. I love this shot because look at this guy. I mean, I know you can't see it that well, but this is shared off of My The Cure tour, Christophe Borges on Instagram. And I just love shots like this. Like, I don't know how he got, oh, you know what? I bet you he was in the VIP circle because there was like this like gold VIP and other VIPs. So here these guys like push these poor fans that didn't get the gold circle, whatever. But I love how they're just like spread out, holding their space. You know what I'm saying? So that was happening. I don't know about you guys, but I was about to piss my pants. And then here's another. Oh, look. I hope that Barb and her friends see this. I think it's so cute. They're also happy. So they're at the front row. And a lot of people ask, like, well, how do you get to the front row? And how do you do this? It's like, well, you know what? You got to be a diehard, ridiculous fan. You have to wait at 10, at 10 a.m. It's best if you can go with some friends who can let you have bathroom breaks. You bring snacks. You wear the right clothes. It's not fun. And there's always a point in time when you're like, this is dumb. I'm going to give up. But then things change and it is fun because you have these long conversations and you get to know each other a little better or for worse. Yada, yada. Okay. Then we have the stage filling up a little bit. You guys are probably wondering why the hell I'm going through all this, but remember in 10 years, somebody's going to forget that this is happening and this is going to be on YouTube. And maybe somebody then will think it's really cool. I don't know. So now I'm going to go back, stop screen sharing this. I have to like go in and out of screen sharing. And share something. I'm going to go to my tabs. Okay. So now we're inside the stadium, right? Hi, Jody, Joe, Alexandra, Facebook user, Fernie. So here I am from yesterday being a Goomba. So then we can start to see the merch. Meanwhile, there's fans still yucking it up at the bar next door, which is another great thing. It's really cool. Let's see if I can stop this from playing because I don't know about you, but it's going to make me throw up. I've been thinking about this. There's something really cool about seeing your favorite band over and over again, but you're aging and they're aging and times are changing. And now we're post-COVID and now we're dealing with freaking Putin. And by the way, I stand with you, Ukraine. Don't we all? Wow, Ukraine. So it's really cool to you kind of get back into this world of following your favorite band, aka The Cure, and you see the usual suspects, and it's like a family reunion. And remember, with family reunions, you may not like everybody that you see. Anyway, so this is The Cure Forever Twitter. So we're going back in time, and oh, thank God they have bucket hats, everybody. Aren't you guys really excited that they have bucket hats? Bird Mad Girl shares hello from the barrier, more stage stuff, yada yada, the tour guide, tour book, whatever. Does anyone collect tour books out there? Twilight Sad, come on. And by this point, honestly, I was telling myself, I'm like, somebody from the Twilight Sad is gonna come on stage. I don't know what this is. Um, more thingies, doodly do, and then ta-da! Perry Bamante's back on stage with The Cure. Spread the word. Woo! Please retweet. Oh my God, thank you. So all the things happen. I'm going to scroll through this really quickly and get back to some other photos, because I wanted to show you where Carl is and why you're not seeing him right now. Dun 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 dun. Reeves, it's Bandcamp Friday. If you order Chris Catalyst's new album today, all fees waived. All David Bowie songs, including Little Wonder, written by Bowie, Gabrels, Platy. You know the need. Fresh music. Bandcamp links in critters, whatever. Twitter's in Chris's tweet. I can't speak. This looks like a pretty cool video. And look, there he is. My favorite guy. Okay, so look at this picture. Isn't this cute? Here's Jane and Carl. They're flying to Helsinki right now. So that's why you're seeing my bloody face instead of his. Okay, so I'm going to go back to this other screen sharing. Story time with Arusha. Oops. Did the wrong thing there. Okay, so we're back here in this screen share. So I want to take a pause on Perry Bamante for a second. Do you guys know how long he's been in the band? I know he's been out of the band for a long time, but does everybody know how long he was in the band? If you want to find out more, you can order my fanzine. I have a whole story about Perry, who basically was playing in 1,800 bands since he was about 16. He lived in an area of London, England, called Basildon. And I have this map here. You're probably not going to be able to see it. I'll share it later, probably in a post. But basically, you know, Perry lives in Basildon, which is east of London. The Cure are south of London by Gatwick. And Perry, like a lot of young musicians, he has 10,000 bands. Actually, you know what? I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a second. Yeah, Mike, 1990 to 2005. But he was a roadie before that. I don't know how much so that's what I'm leading up to. So here's my zine, which no one bought this time, which bummed me out because both Simon and Perry gave me exclusive interviews. But anyway, so here's a map of England. So Perry's over here with, like, Basildon was, and in Essex was some weird, like, birthplace for a lot of musicians. Depeche Mode came from there. Vince Clarke came from there. Alison Moyet came from there, and Perry and Daryl Bamante came from there. Okay, so 1979, Perry's playing in 6 million bands, right? So, and here's London, because most people know where London is, and then down here is Crawley and Horley. This is, oh, that's the Clash. I was just trying to, like, show where a lot of music history to me, because where people were located, because I think it's really interesting. So anyway, so 1979, Perry's playing at one of his local haunts in Basildon, and this band comes on called No Romance in China, and it's Vince Clarke, but he doesn't know that it's Vince Clarke because he's never met Vince Clarke, and it's 1979. 1979. So No Romance in China plays, and they cover Three Imaginary Boys, and it's 1979. So Perry, being a big Cure fan, goes up and starts talking to Vince Clarke. Hey man, I'm in a band too. Yeah, cool. Do you come here often? Whatever. And Vince is like, I'm a big Cure fan, obviously. Do you want to go drive with me to go see them next week? So, I mean, you guys, so this was drawn by Jamie Lawler, who's an amazing Cure fan. Look at this. So this is Vince Clarke. This is Perry. And he goes to see the Cure play. He drives to go see the Cure play. Oops. In 1979. Isn't that cool? Like, Perry's a Cure fan like the rest of us, right? And he told me that a long time ago. I was like, yeah, whatever, dude. I don't believe you. So, and then also in my, you can't see this, but there's like pictures of Perry super, super young. So No Romance in China, by the way, was the band that Vince Clarke started. He had 1,800 bands too, and he then formed Depeche Mode. I can't remember if it was Martin Gore and him that were started, and then Dave Gahan and everybody else. So essentially what happened after that is Daryl Bamante started roadieing for Depeche, and he got his brother, oh no, and then one year Depeche was in wherever, he couldn't go on tour with them, so the management company said, well, who do you want to, we're sorry we can't give you a job, who do you want to roadie for? And he said, I want to roadie for the Cure. So Daryl Bamante had to go through this big interview process, and they accepted him, and then later he's like, oh, why don't you hire my brother Perry? So Perry was a roadie for the Cure with Daryl, and I think they both started in 1984. Perry, Daryl, forgive me if I have this mistaken. And so when he was recruited into the band in 1990, he'd been there, but think about it, he had to fill not only the keyboard, but the guitar. The guitar of Pearl. I mean, those are really big shoes to fill, right? All right. Yeah. Older music brothers rule, and summer camps. Rick Gallup saved the band. Yeah, there's a whole other story. And that's another thing, by the way, in my zine, which maybe I'll share that for another. You know what? I'm going to share that story for another day, because I have a whole story about Rick and Dave Gallup, too, in the zine. His brother is a roadie, too, isn't he? So Daryl and Perry were roadies from 84 to Perry becoming a band member in 1990. And then Daryl became kind of a manager, but I don't remember what year that was. Somebody probably knows. And Daryl is probably going to see this and yell at me or something. But, Daryl, by the way, is doing extremely well. He has his own music company, his own label. So look him up on Facebook. He's in a band, which I'm spacing out on right now because I'm really tired. And he's a great guy. He's a really nice guy. I mean, anyway, all right, I'm getting distracted. So let's get back to sharing our stories, our stuff. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to so look, here's Robert, everybody. Everybody's happy. Here's Robert Smith. This is a great photo of somebody. Oh, look. Oh, wow, I can change my share size. That's so weird. I'm learning, but you're not really seeing a bigger size, though. You're just seeing more white space, right? Okay, so this was shared by a guy named Dave something on the Facebook. I think that's a great photo because he did a lot of treatment for it. This is a funny photo, I thought. So this is Sven. He's a usual suspect. I don't know who this person is, but she's probably a usual suspect. And then when I say that, I mean that people that go to shows all the time. Look over here. I know you can't see it. Let's see what if I can magnify this. That's Andy and What's His Nuts from Twilight Sad watching. And look, nobody's in the concert. Just kidding. It's the front row. There's lots of people at the concert. Then the concert's over. Alone, pictures of you. I'm sure you guys have all seen this. Trust, Burn, Fascination Street, Plain Song, da 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 da. And then this Carrots Are Divine. You get a frozen dime. Susan, Reeves's wife, said that this was Reeves's set list, and that his roadie, his guitar tech, what's his name? Al, I think, always does something silly to make him laugh. I love stuff like that because it's sort of like you're jumping into a big Cure family. So here's my friends David and JoJo. I did a whole report. JoJo's been seeing the Cure only since 1984. You guys know Big D. And Dave has too, and then he dropped out, and he feels so bad about it. Bad about dropping out. So don't lose faith on your favorite band, especially because we're all not getting any younger. Here is, again, the front row usual suspects, Barb, Lori Jean, and Pivy. They're all from they live in different places. I think Pivy, well, I think she used to live in Australia, but now I can't remember where she lives. And then here's Timo. You will see Timo at a show somewhere. He is from the Black Forest. Can you guys hear the sirens? Don't be alarmed, everybody. It's just New York City, and I live by a place. Oops, I got ahead of myself. Oh, look, and there's some fans with Robert Smith. But you guys, what I find so funny about this is look at how mad. Look at Michael. Okay, he's not mad. He's just doing his job. This is Robert's bodyguard. And this guy, you don't want to fuck with him. Trust me. He is wonderful at doing his job. And he is very kind and very reasonable. But you don't want to fuck with him. He has like little laser eyes. Like he'll be sitting there like watching the room, and he's just like, doo, 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 doo. And he can tell when there's a fan that's gonna like come and get too close to Robert or not do something. He's so good at his job, but he's also like a really nice guy. So that's my story. And then this is a picture of me and Perry in 1997, which I have to say was like one of the highest points of my Cure life was then. But that's another story for another day, right? Okay, so back to sharing the final installment of this. I've been going on way too long. Way too long. Okay, share, dude. Screen share. Window. I'm also hungry. I'm hungry. Okay, so let's go back to this. So, hey, there's Carl and Jane. I'm so happy for them. Jane, welcome to the Cure Insanity. She was already a Cure fan, but now that she's, dating Carl, she's in deep, you know what I'm saying? Let's go to the Google Earth. So here we are in Riga. I wanted to do this fun thing, even though I can't figure out how to get rid of the blobs. Helsinki, Finland. Watch this. Ready? Ooh, whoa. So it was probably pretty quick to get over there. Helsinki's awesome, by the way. I saw the band there in 2019 at this festival that like rocked my socks off. I mean, the band rocked my socks off, but the if you ever want to go to a really great music festival, God, see what's with all these bubbles? Boring. I don't want any fucking bubbles in my way. So my friend Auntie, don't kill me, but I think your Instagram is public. So here, the usual suspects again. Some of them, Pivy and Lori Jean. This is Auntie taking the photo. So Helsinki, I'm sure there's tons of people landing. Is anybody watching this from Helsinki? Probably not. Here's Auntie. He's from Helsinki. This isn't, I don't know what year this was, but he's amazing. Here's another picture of Auntie. And that's it. So we rest and wait. I don't know about you guys, but I need a nap from all this social media stuff. I really want to do this tour diary stuff. And if you see me out there on tour and I seem like I'm in outer space, I probably am. I'm probably tired. So I'm going to try to live stream. I'm going to try to interview people. I'm supposed to have it all written down in case I ever get the money to actually make a movie about us. Fingers crossed. Anyway, I caught the bodyguard slipping. Oh, whoops. Bernie, can I share this? I caught the bodyguard slipping. I was following him in Pasadena and he didn't notice till I asked Robert for a picture. Robert smiled. Bodyguard was surprised. Yeah, I know, right? So it's his job, right, to guard Robert. So he's kind of got to like let Robert lead the way, but then he's also got to be the bad guy sometimes. He's also got to like step in because Robert, I mean, look, I'm talking about any rock star. If they have a bodyguard, that bodyguard is trained to not only guard them, but also to be the bad guy when the person is tired, they got to get to the next place. They don't want to be a jerk, right? Anyway, thank you all for tuning in. This is really fun. I've talked way too long. See you next time. And as Nick Cave says, be kind while there's still time. Bye, everyone.